All right, we are recording. Hello, everyone. This is LéTania Severe, she, her pronouns. I'm with the King County Equity Now research team, and I have a special guest today. I'm going to let her introduce herself. Go ahead.
My name is Kathryn Lent. I am using she, her pronouns.
All right. Welcome, Kathryn. Kathryn and I go way back from our college days, and then we reconnected when I moved to Seattle, which has been great. Very excited to have you here. Can you talk to us a little bit about your dissertation work? I'm really excited to hear about what you did when you were in grad school.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm a physical therapist, and I just graduated from the University of Washington with a PhD in rehabilitation science through the Department of Rehabilitation Medicine there. I did my dissertation on the intersection between LGBTQ plus community and physical therapy. It came about actually because I was looking at, some racial things in my earlier years, and then a student who had been working on some LGBTQ plus stuff asked me if I would look into some of those things. And so I started to, and as I did, what I noticed and realized was that nobody had really ever asked people in this population what their experiences are like in physical therapy. So when I went to go find that information to, kind of build on that, there wasn't much to build on. So I did a qualitative study. So basically I talked to people. I asked people through interviews. 3 of them were in person, and then a pandemic hit. So
that's weird.
Right? So the rest of them were all on the phone. But I had the tremendous privilege of being able to talk to 19 people about what their experiences are like. Everyone was an adult in the LGBTQ plus community in Washington State and had either accessed or tried to access physical therapy at some point. And so it was just really amazing having conversations with them. And, and I mean, the thing about it is like, that's a label, right? Like I myself am in that community, but I'm also a Black woman, right? So it's like all of these things kind of came up, and that was really one of the most featured things that we were seeing there.
Cool. Yeah, I thought I was very interested when we were talking about your research. I feel like we were at UW at a volleyball game, and we're like we were trying to figure out how to like advertise your research to more people of color specifically. And yeah, so I'm so proud that you finished your PhD. It was just last month, right? Yeah.
1 month.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. I'm not used to writing the letters behind my name, but
yeah. Nice. Yeah, no, that's awesome. What are you working on now?
So now I am shifting into a teaching role, and I'm working on trying to get the work that I did out there published in some PT works, because a lot of my audience is my fellow healthcare workers, to get this information out there, which essentially boils down to, hey, let's listen to people, because people are the experts in their own health, in their own lives, and all of that. So I'm really excited about getting that out, and getting that work seen. Yeah. And I'm also thinking about next steps for research. I'm not actively working on one right now, but I'm kind of thinking about what might come next, and building off of the things that people said, and not really coming up with my own idea, but like going back into the interviews. I have 400 pages of transcripts.
Is that how the transcripts? Okay. How long was your dissertation?
It's more like 90 something.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. When I told my mom that, she said, "Oh, that's it." I was like,
I know, right? You see, man, dissertation. I mean, why do they have to be so long? Like,
yeah.
nobody, literally, like, very few people are, really gonna read the whole thing. They might read some of it, but yeah, no, that's amazing. That's great work.
The 400 pages of interviews are like, it's just incredible what people shared. It's like, and honestly, it got me thinking about like what can come next, and like what types of research can come out of this, and like how it can be more accessible to a wider audience. And so, there's lots of things out there around stories, like things like The Moth and StoryCorps and like This American Life, and like there's all these things on the radio shows, and then there's this, right? So there's like these interactive, like hearing, listening, storytelling kinds of things. And so I would love if in healthcare we could like tap into that and really just get like, people's experiences and what that looks like in a rehabilitation context.
Yeah, for sure. And the kind of community research that King County Equity now is working on. We often are telling people like research can look so many different ways. I think it's been drilled in us that like it's got to be this one way. It's a whole lot of words. It's in a paper form. It's in some journal that you can't access unless you pay or you're affiliated with a university in some way, and you can access it. And so, yeah, for us too, just like figuring out, like getting people to think outside the box of like what research is, because it's a lot of things that, but I don't think everyone fully appreciates how broad the way that you display your information can be. And so I think it'd be really cool for your field to kind of make a shift where it kind of starts to open it up and broaden the way that people's stories and people's information are shared out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, y'all are inspiring me for that, for sure.
Awesome. I'm inspired too. I mean, like this has been really a great project to work on, because it's different from a lot of the stuff I learned in the way that that typically I've done research. And so it's been a really great experience. And it even in my consulting business, like we have already started changing the way that we think about the work that we do, and so which is really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think one thing I'd love to know what you're excited about for the future. You can talk about whatever you want. It could be research related, work related, personal, hobby, whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe just the end of the pandemic. I don't know.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I don't know if that would be excited or relief.
Yeah.
Yeah. What am I excited about? I'm excited. I'm at UW now, and I'm excited to meet our next group of students, our next group of folks coming in, and working with this group and getting to know people, and yeah, I'm pretty excited to be in that transition.
Cool. Are you is it going to be in person or
we're gonna do a hybrid model. So one of the classes that I'm in or teaching is anatomy for our first year students, and so it will be online primarily for a lot of the learning part of it, except for the lab piece.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
We've got some strict protocols in place though, so we're making it work.
That's good.
So,
that's good.
Yeah,
Nice.
Good about it.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining me for the podcast. I don't get to see Kathryn as often as I should, but we have, even through like long time periods where we may not talk, we always just catch right up, which is great. It's been that way since college. Always will. I love it. That's why this works, We always end our show with calls to action. And Kathryn, do you have anything that you want to ask our audience to do?
I mean, till COVID keeps going away or does go away, wear a mask, do your part.
Love it. Wear a mask. Yes, please wear a mask, social distance. we have our usual calls to action. Please, we'd love for you to fill out our needs survey, our community needs survey. We'll put the link in the description. Also, Azure has a mapping prevention survey that closes soon. There's like a cash, you'll be in a cash drawing if you fill that out. We'll put the link in the description as well. And until the next episode, we'll see you later. Bye.